Guys, in this video, you're going to be seeing a behind the scenes breakdown into how you can acquire high ticket clients for $496 a pop using AI, paid ads, and data-driven analysis. In fact, today we're going to be sitting down with James, who's one of my top performing mentees, and he's going to take us behind the scenes into his ad account, his ads, his funnels, his sales process, and literally everything that he's using right now to make sure he has the smallest CAC in his industry. All right, James, I appreciate you coming on today, man. I know you and I have done some work in the past, and we've been in close proximity and close touch for a long time, about a year now, and you have been absolutely crushing it, bro. You've been blowing my mind away, and you are killing it right now with ads, acquisition, scaling your agency. So I wanted to bring you on, see if we could unveil a little bit of the sauce for the viewers here at home.
Yeah.
So yeah, I'll let you kind of take it away and get rolling.
Absolutely. Absolutely. So I think the first thing to really touch on in regards to how I've really been able to optimize my ads for the lowest CAC has been not just focusing on the front end metrics. And by front end metrics, I mean cost per lead, cost per book call, things of that nature. And just for reference right here, as you can see, this is an example of two ads that I was running. And if we go over to the lead cost right here, the cost per lead on this top ad, we're just going to call this the AI ad, was $14.92. Dirt cheap. On my video ad, which was just a video of myself, it was more than double at $31.16. And if we look at the cost per appointment, the AI ad had $22, and the video ad, once again, more than double, was $50. Now, before I dive deeper, just to actually show you kind of what these looked like, as you can see, it was just a the AI one was just a super simple voiceover with 11 labs over a very generic real estate video. Once again, very generic. Then the hook 4 ad, the video ad, was actually a video of myself. So it was a lot more personalized, which is why I'm assuming these back-end metrics were so drastically different. So first thing to emphasize right here, if you're looking strictly off of cost per lead and cost per booked call, you would say, oh yeah, the AI ad, this is the one to scale. However, when we go over to the actual clients generated from each of those ads, as you can see, the top one, the AI ad, got 0 clients, and off of $850 spent, I did not close a single deal, 0 cash collected. When with the video ad, which was more than double the lead cost, double the cost per booked call, I got 14 clients at the CAC, at the tiny little CAC of $489, with cash collected being $24,000 and revenue generated $42,000 for 3.5x front end ROAS and 6x revenue ROAS. And once again, these front end metrics were just super deceptive. And just having the tracking and looking at the back end and really just focusing on what matters, which is not your cost per lead, not your cost per book call, it's your CAC. And that's the biggest thing, CAC and ROAS. And as you can see, the front end metrics, very deceptive in this case, but this ad ended up being a huge winner.
Yeah, dude, I'll put $1 in to get $6 out in day of the week. I'll play that lottery game 10 times. That's amazing. Absolutely crazy. So I guess sounds like rule of thumb is don't optimize based off cost per lead and cost per appointment. Yeah. Those are indeed vanity metrics. If you want to use software like this, there's a link in the description down below. But actually, if you go back, I see the booking ratio. And I know a lot of people don't talk about booking ratio because they don't track booking ratio. I was eyeing yours down and you look like, bro, that's an insane. That's 60 on both sides, 65 or 62% lead to booking ratio. And is that auto, or are you guys doing follow-ups as well?
Oh, that's auto. That's completely auto.
That's wild. Cool. So that's obviously another very important metric to be tracking is your lead to appointment ratio, right? Like identifying bottlenecks throughout the entire process and funnel. So I don't think you have any, I think you crush like 11 out of 10 bro marketers online that are selling bullshit guru programs. I think you're definitely crushing them right there. Most of them are just leveraging their YouTube to actually sell clients. And anyways, so what are you doing to get such a high lead to appointment ratio?
That's a great question. So I used to run lead forms, and then I would basically go lead form to booking page, and my booking ratio was maybe 30 to 40%. However, once I switched over to landing pages, and this is the exact landing page that I use, and using a setting in Go High Level called sticky contacts. So two things. Number one, I think landing pages in general will just get you a better booking ratio because there's less friction from going lead form, then off Facebook to then the booking page, all that. But on top of that, by using sticky contacts on your actual survey, which I could just do an example of what the survey looks like. And then we go over here. Once they fill in their name, email, number on the landing page by using sticky contacts, once you then go over to the booking page, which looks like this, it'll basically autofill their information when they select a time. That way they don't need to fill it in twice as they did with a lead form. So that really skyrocketed my booking rate. And on top of that, one other thing to mention, which kind of has to do with booking rate, but more so just the quality of the appointments and once again, overall shrinking CAC, was based on this initial application. If they were not my ideal prospects. So for instance, I work with real estate agents. If they were a part-time agent, if they weren't doing any sort of deals, if they didn't have money to invest, et cetera, instead of sending them to my booking page for a 45-minute demo call, I'd actually send them over to this right here. It's an unpixeled, no pixel discovery call, meaning any lead that's unqualified is getting, number one, not fired as a lead to Facebook. And also, they're not able to take up a 45-minute slot, which once again is going to optimize your time, but more importantly, train the pixel to not optimize for those low quality leads. And that really comes back now to those backend metrics of close rate and show rate, really optimizing for quality. And once again, a low CAC, not just, oh, I'm getting a bunch of demos on the calendar. So those two things, when it comes to the backend landing pages, have helped a ton.
Cool. And I want to point out, guys, like these landing pages, and I'm going to talk shit about the landing page because they look a bit familiar. I think I know where you got them from. They're the ugliest landing pages of life. Like they look super fucking scammy. Like if my wife was to see it, she'd be like, what is this? But they work, man. They work. Like simplicity is key. Look at it. It's like there's nothing pretty about it, but it fucking works. It's so simple. You're putting $1 in and getting $6 out using such a basic funnel.
Keep in mind, I have not changed this in the past 11 months. I've been using the same landing page for 11 months straight, and it has never let me down. Yeah. And it is ugly as hell.
Yeah. I remember when I first gave it to you, I think you were questioning it a bit, but I'm like, nah, dude, just trust me. It works. It's worked across industry. It works for me. It's worked in a bunch of different niches.
Absolutely.
So that makes sense as to why your lead to booking ratio is high. Very simple. We're not like inundating them. And I know a lot of people actually have this thing of like, hey, should I run a VSL? Should I not run a VSL? And I think I shared this with you. I don't know if you ever took me up on my offer there to split test it, but I have found every time I put a VSL in like a more B2B local lead gen approach, anytime I throw a video on there, lead to booking ratio drastically decreases. Have you tried that? Have you tested that out?
I have not yet. However, I'd assume that once again, the booking ratio is going to go down, but how you can actually combat that, because the benefit with the VSL is obviously the quality is a lot higher, is by after they actually book a call,
Bingo.
Instead of just sending them, I don't know, to your website or just to a basic thank you page, on your thank you page, have that VSL. So this is an example. This is literally the exact thank you page that I use. First off, you want to make sure that they add the appointment to the calendar. You can add a nice little button. Also, send a confirmation text. That's going to help with show rate a lot. But right underneath, as you can see, it says, here is a short YouTube video explaining exactly what we do. A YouTube video, labeling it as that, really helps decrease the sales pressure. It's not like this is a video to sell you, more so, hey, just watch this video. And then right here, a reason to watch it. Now, this video is essentially my quote unquote VSL, but it's after they book a call, because not everyone is going to make it through a VSL. And if you have that on the front end, that's going to significantly decrease your actual booking ratio, while you can just have that on the back end and also send it to them so that they still watch it, they still get nurtured, they still get sold before the call, but you're not losing out on those extra appointments.
100%. Yeah. And this is a model that I love teaching. I call it the reverse VSL, right? Like, let's get them in, let's get them booked on the appointment. Let's use a sexy offer. Also, the front end video it's meaty enough, right? Like, it's not like a 5-second video. Like, you're giving enough context to bring them in, get them booked. and then give them the VSL after they booked. So I love it. I love it. I love it. Clearly it's working. It's absolutely crushing it for you. So this is obviously a lot of gold here and how you're able to book high quality appointments at scale. I guess, do you have any, I was going to say, do you have any backend stuff that you use to, I don't know, follow up with leads or anything else that you want to show on the backend automation wise?
Yeah, so there's two things when it comes to backend that have really served me. And number one, booking more appointments, and then also just nurturing leads and getting them pre-sold before the call. Because that's one thing that really helps when it comes to closing clients, nurturing, et cetera, is going to be backend systems. So the first thing right here is going to be the initial lead follow-up. And I'm actually using Go High Level's AI booking. So essentially what this does is as soon as they come through as a lead, number one, they're getting a personalized voicemail from me, or I guess it's not personalized, more generic, but a voicemail from myself, and then SMS as soon as they come through. And this is really just to like pique their interest, like, hey, is this John? And then they're going to be like, oh, who's this? I don't know who you are. And then after they reply, it'll send a quick intro message. I'll just show it right here. Very simply put, hey, John, Diane here. My boss wanted me to personally reach out and offer you a free strategy call. We'll show you all of our secrets on how to get hot, pre-qualified, exclusive buyer and seller appointments. Once again, I work with real estate agents. And then Go High Level's AI booking bot will take over and start going back and forth to find a time that works for them. And if they don't respond to this, they're just going to keep getting followed up with, keep getting touched until they respond and ultimately book a call. That way you're booking more calls. People aren't slipping through the cracks, et cetera. Now, on top of this initial pretty simple workflow, I'm also adding them to an email sequence. Now, with this email sequence, this has been a game changer when it comes to not just getting more calls, but more importantly, nurturing prospects before the call and having them pre-sold on my methodology, my service specifically. So throughout these emails, as you could see, there's a bunch of different kinds. Some of them are call to actions. A lot of them are sending them videos, and some are just straight value-based, no call to action. Once again, this is going out once a week, and I'm constantly building this just because having those touch points and building an ecosystem is super important when it comes to actually being able to convert leads at the highest rate. For instance, having those voicemails, the text messages, the emails, calling them, having the pre-call videos, et cetera. And the biggest thing I want to emphasize with this sequence is going to be YouTube videos. So as you can see right here, I have a channel, very simple, literally only has about 7 videos at the moment. And this has directly attributed to tens of thousands of dollars from me. And by that, I mean, I have had people who've watched 3 videos of mine, maybe 4 videos of mine, and come to the sales call ready to buy. And by ready to buy, no discovery, no pitch, just like, hey, James, I have like 3 questions. Okay, how much is it? Okay, just take my money. Thousands of dollars straight from YouTube. So that's one thing that a lot of people in the agency space don't really talk about. But YouTube is so powerful when it comes to nurturing and just getting people pre-sold. So 100%. Right here, this is my VSL. And then I have a bunch of other videos that I'm sending them, emails, texts, just watch the videos, watch the content. And that is one thing in the back end that can directly attribute to tens of thousands of dollars. So that's cool. Really huge when it comes to nurturing.
Cool, man. Yeah, this is gold, guys. Like, if you're not picking some shit up from here and understanding like how you should be implementing these types of tactics into your agency to grow, then I don't know what you want. But this is literally gold. He's showing everything here on the back end. I know you got to go in about 30 seconds. I am going to try to pull one more quick nugget from you. I know you have recently upped your sales game. So maybe if you want to give a 2-minute tip real quick, what should people be doing in 2024, moving into 2025 onwards for sales? What have you noticed? What you used to do compared to what you do now that's really fire? And yeah, just a quick 2-minute summary on that would be amazing.
100%. So with sales, it's something that, in all honesty, I've always struggled with. I've always had 10%, 15% close rates up until around 2 months ago. And I would say the biggest changes that I've made, simply put, is just trust. And I'll elaborate on that. Sales is all about trust. And that's going to be a compilation of multiple things. Now, I used to think I had an objection issue because I would always get I need to think about it. Oh, I got to talk to my spouse. Oh, like maybe once this deal closes, XYZ. And I used to think, oh, I just can't handle objections. But as soon as I made a couple changes to my sales process, all of those went away. And I would never, I literally don't get that many objections now other than like money. And that's something that can easily be figured out. But with that said, the trust, I would say there was two main things that I did to really combat this. Number one is going to be everything before the sales call. Once again, if you can get someone to see you as an authority figure, if they've seen your videos before, if they've gotten value from your emails, if they've gotten value from your content, and they know who you are beforehand, you're not going to be some internet stranger where it's like, oh, I like what you do, but like, oh, I got to research your company. Oh, I got to talk to a client. I got to see some testimonials. Nothing of that sort, because they see you as an authority before the sales call. That's number one. Number two, a little bit more tactically on the sales side of things, is going to be not being a robot. And what I mean by that is there are so many sales robots that are asking the same questions as everyone else. They follow the same exact script. First, you're in this part of discovery, then you go to fact finding, then you go to goals, then you go to cost. Like, it's just such a rigid process. And if anyone falls out of line with that, you're just like, oh yeah, totally. But like in regards to this, and it's just so scripted. And even if you don't follow a specific script, you're in your framework, you're in your head, you're like, okay, I have to be in goals now. And then if they talk about this, it's like, I got to loop them back to goals. Same thing. Okay, now I need to ask a cost question. Even if they're like a super A type, I just got to get through it. It's like you have to take into account there are different type of prospects. And also, sales doesn't have to be something that's perfect linear. And of course, you want guardrails, but as soon as I made the change to stop being a robot and actually have a conversation with people, and sometimes go into a little tangent, sometimes not follow the sales process perfectly and just be a human. And number two, actually care about the prospect. That change alone, number one, my sales calls didn't feel like sales calls. Like, I wasn't in this uphill battle of like, oh, no, Mr. Prospect, get back in the sales process. Oh, no, now there's a bunch of objections. It just felt like a conversation for me and the prospects. And I literally have clients who have told me at the end of the sales call that I've never been sold like this. I didn't feel like I was getting sold. I didn't feel pressured, anything of that nature. And that's when, once again, a lot of these objections that I need to think about it. Oh, I need to talk to my wife. All of these BS smoke screens, they went away because I was just a human. And that sounds so simple, kind of intangible, but just be a human and don't be so rigid to a process. Learn to have a conversation. If you're talking with someone who's extremely, extremely logical and they're an extreme A type, it's like, don't ask them how that makes them feel 20 different times and like, oh, but why now? Why do you need to do this now? Oh no, but like, how does that actually like make you feel? Oh, how would that impact you personally? Like, with some people, just be human and realize who you're talking to. That's the biggest thing. It's just, you don't need to follow a hard sales process, sales script. And if you're just human and you have a conversation and you treat them like they're human and you actually care about the prospect, along with, of course, pre-nurturing them beforehand, they're going to have so much trust in you, and it just gets rid of all objection.
Cool. So to recap, number one, make sure that you are viewed as an authority. You can do that by leveraging things like YouTube, nurture sequences, etc. Number two, be cool with going off on little tangents, right? Like, when people ask you a question, don't immediately look at the next question in the script, or sorry, they answer your question. Don't immediately just go to the next question. Like, see what you can pull out, right? Like, see what strings you can have, and just have that normal conversation. And make it fluid, and be okay with getting off script for a little bit, and then also being okay with like tying that back into the conversation in the future. Well, James, we appreciate the gold, man. You and I did some work about a year ago. I remember at first you had a media buyer and you're like, I gotta get them to run my ads, stuff like that, and we're gonna teach you how to do it all. And honestly, bro, you've been like the craziest glow up. My favorite student that I've worked with, watching you transform from literally like just doing cold calls and doing all this stuff and having someone else run ads to like now being an expert at media buying yourself and taking the automations and then like doubling down on them and like just building everything up, bro. It's been an absolute honor and joy to watch from afar. Thank you for coming on and for sharing some
Absolutely.
gold. I know you got to go to your next meeting, so I'll let you go. So to wrap things up, if you want to check out the software that was used early on the video, again, link in the description down below. Or if you need help dialing your Facebook ads, building out a go-to-market strategy, dialing in funnels, appointments, whatever it may be on the back end as well, I do have a private one-on-one mentorship open. Again, it's not a coaching program, no sort of course. This is one-on-one work with me specifically. So if that all sounds interesting, hit me up on Instagram, link in the description down below, and send me a DM with the word apply. Keep in mind, I don't work with everyone, so this is an application-based process. Or if you want some more free value, you can check out this video right here to see how we're booking hyper-qualified appointments using paid ads. Feel free to check out this video right here to see how we're using AI machine learning models to increase ROAS without increasing ad spend. Or if you're an automation head like I am, check out this video right here to see how I'm automating Fathom sales calls and then setting them into go high-level opportunities with notes, summaries, and recording links.
Привет.
Привет.
Я пришел просить сюда твоей руки. Просто моя устала.
А горький вкус твоей любви меня